Alright, what's going on, guys? I am bringing you the final episode of my Call of Duty journey. This is episode 4. Episodes 1, 2, and 3 will be in the description down below, so if this doesn't make sense to you, you should probably watch those 3 and then come back. And it'll make a lot more sense. But anyways, the gameplay you're going to be watching in the background is 103-3 gameplay I got. It was actually a late join, and I was actually playing solo, just joined in late on some Meltdown hardpoint, and I ended up dropping 100+, so that's pretty cool. You guys can just enjoy in that background. I actually had some pretty decent teammates. I think they called in a couple VSATs for me, so that kind of helped out. Just kind of lucked out with the team, so that was pretty cool. But other than that, just enjoy that gameplay in the background. So, I left off last episode with pretty much the beginning of my experience with multi-team. So this was, in Black Ops 2, this was around February of 2013, I think? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, that's not important. Anyway, February of Black Ops 2. So, pretty much during this time, this became my main game mode. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really fun, really fast-paced, and it became the main game mode that I started to play and upload. And also what happened in this time period was that I ran into the #1 player at that time. It was Josiah, and I ended up beating him, and I ended up uploading that video, and I noticed that that video was very popular, and it did very well, and I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. And this was around like the first week of February. So on March 30th, I started smacking sweaties. And that video against Josiah that did really well, that was the main reason that I started smacking sweaties. Because I was like, maybe people want to see more videos like that. So let me try to go out there and get some for you guys. And that's the reason that I started smacking sweaties. And everyone pretty much knows what that is. And that really just changed everything for me. As a Call of Duty player and as like a YouTuber, as everything. So that really made me start getting into competitive gaming and stuff. I started watching MLG, I started learning about MLG and stuff. I followed all the pros and stuff on Twitter. I just started getting into it a little bit. I started playing League a little bit as well. I was just trying it out, starting out. I wasn't that good back then. I was just above average or anything. I wasn't really anything special. But I started learning, and I usually can pick up on things pretty quickly, so I learned how to play. I used to watch the pros and stuff, and I'd be like, alright, so that's what you're supposed to do, and then I would go out there and just do it. But anyways, end of April, I reset my stats, and there was one reason I did this, and this is another thing that just, I don't know, there's so many events that just changed, how my outcomes came out. But anyways, the end of April, I reset my stats, and that's because they changed the spawn system, and what that did was it made Demolition have fixed spawns, so there's no more flip spawns and stuff. And I was like, alright, I'm going to reset my stats, and I'm going to go for like the best godlike stats I can achieve. Since it's fixed spawns, it's going to be like Black Ops 1, I can have like a 20 KD or whatever, and I was all excited for it, and I was so happy. I was like, yo, back to Black Ops 1 trapping, this is going to be so cool. I uploaded like that one Nuketown, the knife trap. I dropped like 250 or something. It was just, I was having a good ass time. I was just so excited. And that ended up being pretty short-lived. I got reset 2 weeks later, and they pretty much started resetting everyone who was doing that. And they fixed the spawn system once again, and it went back to the normal spawns where it flip spawns and everything like that. So that was pretty much a fail, and also that was, I think it was my second time, maybe third time, I don't even know. Anyways, but that fucked me up to the point where I could not reset my stats anymore. So that's the reason till today that I have such shitty stats on my main. It's because I got reset, and I'm 10th prestige right now. I'm prestige master, but I can't reset my stats. The game doesn't let me for whatever reason. So, anyways, that's a story for another day. So 2 notable things that also went down in the next coming weeks. I uploaded that video about Amp Clan with the fake 300+, and I won the YouTuber Showdown. Just thought I'd throw those 2 things in there because they're notable. But anyways, so now at this point, I started playing on my main account because it didn't matter to me because I had shitty stats, and I was real tired of everyone, complaining that I don't ever play on my main account or whatever. So I was like, alright, let me play on my main account. It doesn't matter anymore. I don't care about my stats. I have nothing to hide, and it'll make everybody stop crying about it. So I started playing on my main, and I got a lot of episodes of Smacky Sways on my main. I had that one episode where I showed how many people backed out against me on my main. It served its purpose, and it did pretty good. I started playing League Play as well. I did my Road to my League Play 100+ series. I started that. I started the Career Ended series. So I was getting more and more into competitive at this point, and it was pretty good. So also at this time, I started playing on Jenna on Gentle Marbles, and I started trying to go for good stats on that account because, you know, I couldn't have good stats on Birdman, obviously. So that started at this point as well. And now, also, one notable thing that came out was One Flag CTF came out in August. And I trapped that for about 2 weeks, and then I kind of decided to stop because people were getting banned, and also kind of got patched. At least the hijack version did. I think Nuketown still works to this day. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Or maybe it's normal CTF. I don't know. I don't trap really that much anymore, especially on Black Ops 2 or on Ghost even. When the next Call of Duty comes out, I'm gonna obviously try it out once again. But they've really just been, you know, not making it that much fun anymore. But anyways, so that happened. So I kind of, you know, experimented with One Flag CTF for a little bit. It wasn't really anything too special. So then September came out, and I took a break from Call of Duty because this is when Grand Theft Auto 5 came out. Played GTA for like a month or so. Then I got bored of that game, and I came back to in October to Black Ops 2. I did my Road to Master Rank 1 live comm series the whole month of October because that was the very last month before Call of Duty Ghosts came out, obviously, and I wouldn't be uploading Black Ops 2. So that happened, and also during this time, I went to some Modern Warfare 3, and I was playing a lot of Modern Warfare 3 competitive, you know, just to kind of get used to it for Ghosts, because it's the same engine and everything. It's similar games, I guess. Because I really didn't like Modern Warfare 3 pubs, but I was liking Modern Warfare 3 competitive, so I was playing 8s like every day on Modern Warfare 3, so that was pretty fun as well. So that happened then, and then pretty much, you know, Call of Duty Ghosts comes out in November. It was actually the first Call of Duty that I ever got early. I got it like 3 days early, played it solo or whatever. You know, it was okay. You know, so when it actually officially dropped and all my friends had it, first thing we tried to do was try to spawn trap, and we figured out immediately that you could do it in Blitz. I had kind of already done like the preliminary work, you know, because I had it early. I was playing it solo. I kind of knew, you know, what we were going to be doing. So I dropped 100 plus on Strike Zone like the first week. We pretty much had already perfected it. And we also did a little bit of Freight, but it wasn't nearly as good. And by the end of November, I had already dropped you know, a 200 plus and a quad on Strike Zone Blitz, and I was pretty much bored of it at that point. So, you know, trapping ended pretty early for me in Call of Duty Ghosts. I pretty much already got bored of it in the first month. And so starting around December, mid-December, I moved my focus to competitive once again. You know, I started playing GBs a lot for the first time. You know, 8 scrims, I was doing everything. You know, I pretty much did that all the way up until February. I was real into Ghost competitive. And February, I pretty much got bored of Ghosts once again, and I pretty much quit Ghosts for good, you know, starting in March. And now I'm back on Black Ops 2, you know, and that's pretty much it. That is the story of, you know, the beginning of me playing Call of Duty all the way up until, you know, this day, you know, at the moment. And there's so many, like, small things that changed what I did. You know, just a few, like imagine, like, if I had never played Josiah that one day, or say I would have lost that game versus him, you know, I wouldn't have had that video to upload, and maybe I would have never seen that, hey, maybe people like this, and I would have never, maybe I never would have started smacking sweaties because, you know, I would have never had that video. You know, there's little things like that, you know, that, you know, just, you know, luckily, you know, something happened and that led to something else, you know, just things like that, and it just brought me to where I am today, and I'm pretty happy with, you know, where I am today. You know, as a player and for YouTube. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I thought I would just give this rundown to everyone that was interested. I always get questions about this, so you know, I thought it would be pretty good to have this out there just as a general thing for anyone that ever is interested. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys missed part 1, 2, or 3, it will be in the description down below. Definitely recommend checking those out as well, especially if you want to know how I first got into Call of Duty and stuff. But other than that, that's pretty much it. So yeah, be sure to leave a like rating on the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you are not already. Follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day.